So another year has come and gone. It's time for another ATHS national show. This one is out on the west coast, Reno, Nevada. And it's always nice that they move these shows around the country. Every 3 years, I guess, it makes a loop. Only because you get to get a lot of different people involved and you get to see a different style of truck. The West Coast style of truck is much different from what you find on the East Coast. Especially when we're talking about logging. And you look at this haze from a member up in Canada. That's a 16V Detroit. It's got pipes that just run right out the side. I mean, this engine is a piece of work. Maybe before we're all said and done here, I'll be able to catch this truck running. But there's a lot of interesting trucks here, and there's a few that I'm going to try to point out to you. This early morning run through the field, there's about 800 or so. Something like that. They really had to jam them in here. But anyways, like I was saying, a West Coast style truck, it's a little different from what I'm used to seeing on the East Coast of the United States. Typically you had longer wheelbases. Aluminum cabs and frames are a lot more popular. Big power. Trailer setups are a totally different animal out here. Can run a lot of different axle configurations. Do a lot of pub trailer, transfer trailers. Somebody on the way from the airport to the showgrounds here doesn't know anything about trucks that asked me, well, what's the difference? Isn't a truck the same here as it is someplace else? And short answer is no. As you would expect, there's an awful lot of Peterbilts and Kenworths. This is their home turf, but there are more than a few Sterlings and auto cars set up in the logging configuration. There's the one we're coming through right now. Not so many B model Max, but there's an awful lot of L series Max out here, LTLs. A lot of narrow nose Pete's. There's a couple auto cars right here, that's what I was talking about. The sun's a little tough for this one, we'll move over here. These are beautiful trucks. See, this red and white one is set up with a log trailer on the back there. Usually when you get to a job site, the crane or the loader, whatever is using the logs, picks it up off the trailer for you, dumps it down. Another beautiful auto car. Freightliner, Powerliner. I believe this has a Detroit in it, from what I recall. Yep. So there's just an awful lot to see here. Make the loop through a few of the different main show areas and try to show some of the more outstanding units. They're all great, but you know me, I gravitate to the older stuff. And I gotta sort of play by the sun's rules right now. think there's one last Sterling, couple of Sterlings down there I wanted to point out. This is also a, you see, these were, you know, I wanted to say these were more West Coast, but you see a lot of these on the East as well, especially this style. Chain drive. 1941. Some form of Cummins. But anyways, I had never seen a Sterling like this. Check out that grill. So when I first saw this truck, I said, where do you find a grill like that still existed when you want to restore this truck? This truck either survived the decades or you had to find a needle in a haystack, essentially. Well, the answer is that this truck did not survive the decades. He has some pictures of it. It's pretty much just a pile of parts. And the current owner or person who restored it made that grill to be an original from hand. Started out with a wood template and just built it up piece by piece by piece until he got the way it's supposed to be. The photos were here, I'd flip through it and show you, but it is a true masterpiece of work. Let's see what year this is. Looks like it's still in progress. We need some glass. This is a 39. Look at these. It's back in the day right there. Hand crank. 1917. 1930. Wow. You can see the evolution in time. You went from this model to this. Talk about jumping to the future. Take a look at this last Sterling here. I'm going to wrap this video up for this segment. With attention spans being as they are nowadays. Go find some other good looking ones. That's not too hard to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed part 1. We'll have part 2 up here in a little bit. If you like what you see, please comment, subscribe, or share. Thanks.